Hey guys, good morning. I don't know what's going on with Facebook today. They are ending live streams all over the place, but we're going to give this another go and we're going to forego the countdown since we've done it twice at this point. But welcome to the last live stream in April. If you've been following along, you know we've had a great theme talking about how to spring your business into action. Today we're going to talk about 3 things you need to know to grow to end our Spring into Action series. So if you want to know the current state of the industry, if you want to know what you should be doing right now to grow, if you want to know what 100 plus travel entrepreneurs that went to my Gold Digger retreat in Jamaica last week are focusing on this week, I'm going to share that with you. And if you want to adopt and maintain your growth mindset, then keep on watching. That's what we're talking about today. All right, guys, welcome back. So, yes, we're on island time too. Of course, I have a new mug to share with you. You guys know we have our little Jamaica mug. I was in Jamaica all last week. I have my pineapple earrings in. All of the island things are happening. Yeah, man, we're ready. So I'm so excited. By the way, if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell over on YouTube because we put additional content out over there. You're watching this live stream in one of our live stream places, which is awesome, but you don't want to miss all the goodies we put out over on YouTube. So let's get started. If you're new, pop a little I'm new below. I would love to welcome you to our community. And if you are new, you might not know who I am. My name is Cyndi Williams. I started in the travel industry over 25 years ago. I was just a baby, and I own and operate my own travel agency, and I'm also the CEO of Careers on Vacation, which teaches people just like you how to launch, grow, and supersize their travel businesses. So today we're discussing 3 things you need to know to grow. And I want to start the live stream by talking about or asking you a question. What's one thing that you've been doing every day in service of your big goal? What's one thing you do consistently every day, even if it's a little thing, to work towards your goal? Maybe it's getting up at a certain time. Maybe it's ending your day so you have work-life balance. Maybe it's getting marketing out every day. What is one thing you are doing consistently every day? And the reason I use the word consistently is I want to talk a little bit about discipline in your business today. Nothing great comes from just kind of doing whatever, right? We want to make sure that you're having the most success possible. And the way that you do that is you have discipline. Jim Rohn has a great quote. It says, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. You can have goals, but how are you going to get there? The way that you get there is you have discipline in the work that you do and the things that you do every day. And a lot of times it starts in small ways. You know, last year during the quarantine, I had so much pent up energy because I was used to traveling once or twice every single month. And I was all of a sudden we were all in shutdown, right? So some people, cooked, some people cleaned, some people, I did all of those things too, but I took up gardening, and I'm a terrible gardener. I will be the first to tell you, normally I just kill stuff. We've had, at other homes we've had before, I'll start a garden. My husband always says, you always take off like gangbusters. You plant everything and then it just goes to crap when you don't take care of it. I was kind of a throw it at the wall, throw some seeds out, see what happened, let the sun and the water take care of it. That's not how a garden works. So I'm pleased to say I've come a long way in my gardening, and I have a long way to go yet, but I want to remind everyone that there's unlimited potential in the seed. If you think about a seed like your business, it's the idea or what you want to grow. The way that you get the most success out of a garden and out of business is you take care of it, you tend to it. You have to water your garden, you have to check the soil, you have to prune it, you have to cut back to make it grow sometimes. There's so many parallels, which is why I wanted to have this spring into action concept this month. So think about achieving maximum growth in your business like it's a garden. What are the things that you have to do to tend to it better, to get the most growth as possible? So first thing I want to talk about today is the current state of travel, right? So the good news is I feel like travel rebounded faster than we expected. We're on this big rebound right now. If you're an established agency, you already know this. If you're newer in the industry and still building up your client base, you might be feeling the first uptick of business. That's great. Travel sales are through the roof. People are over cabin fever. They're just wanting to get out of the house. And vaccinations are also creating consumer confidence with people going, okay, maybe I am willing to get out of the house. Maybe I am willing to travel or at least get something on the books for 3 months, 6 months, or even into next year. The other thing that's really unique that's happening in our market right now, this came up a lot in our Gold Digger conference in Jamaica last week. Consumers are looking for travel agents that can navigate uncertain waters of travel right now. We don't know if there'll be an uptick somewhere, something going, there's different things going on all over the world. There's so many changes happening. Travel is still very fluid. Change policies, insurance. There's so much more complication to traveling. Just going to Jamaica, I was like, okay, I need all my normal things, and we're traveling with a whole studio, right? But I'm like, okay, then I need this authorization form, and I have to get my test 72 hours ahead of time. There's all those things that the average consumer, if they take 1 or 2 vacations a year, they're relying on us to help educate them on the things that they need to do and how to prepare for their trip. So the rule of business is anytime you can solve a problem for someone, you can charge them for it, or you can grow your business because you are fulfilling a need. There's a huge need for our industry and for what you do right now. So that should make everyone feel great. By the way, if you are brand new to the industry and you came across this live stream, I want to encourage you to go check out my free masterclass. We have people all the time that will say, should I get into the industry? Is it for me? So check out the masterclass. You can go to cruiseonvacation.com/masterclass and take that for totally free. The reason I created it is because we get hundreds of questions every single week on our social media places, YouTube, Instagram, all the places on Cyndi, what should I do? Is this for me? So that will help you on your journey if you're very new or you're thinking about getting into the industry. But if you are getting into the industry, you're into the industry, let's talk about the 3 things that you can do right now to take advantage of this re-emerging marketplace. And if you guys have questions as we go here, please post those questions over in the feed, and I'm going to go back and check the questions at the end and answer those for you. Or if you just want to say hello, tell me where you're watching from. I would love to see that too. So the number one thing that I feel like you should be doing right now is challenging yourself to learn and adapt in this very unique and quick moving landscape. So because travel is fluid, because things are changing every day, because things are happening, you need to hold yourself to a higher degree of what you need to do every day, but also what you need to be learning, how you need to be educating yourself so you can take ownership over the growth of your business. So taking ownership, by the way, is not just about learning more. It's also not letting yourself have an excuse for why you're not successful. If you're watching this and you're like, well, Cyndi, my sales aren't through the roof, my stuff didn't rebound fast enough, there might be something small in your process that needs tending to, like the garden. There might be something you need to learn or something you need to adjust. So a true entrepreneur never says, I can't do it because I don't have XYZ, or they're having success because blah, blah, blah. That's external, like blaming, right? Anytime you find an excuse, then you're giving away your power. Instead, you want to say, what is that person doing? Or how do I get that result, right? That's what a true entrepreneur does. And you want to take ownership over your future in this marketplace to understand whenever things are changing, if you can adapt faster, you can realize some huge successes. So commit to holding yourself accountable and taking ownership over your future, and know that there are so many opportunities right now as you move forward. Solve those problems and charge accordingly and that will help your business grow. So we all know there's lots of challenges right now with all of the changes, lots of problems that you know how to solve. I've been to Disney a bazillion times. That first time person going to Disney, there's so many things that you can support them with, and it feels overwhelming to them. Remember, they're coming from a place of overwhelm. You're the problem solver. So erase I can't. My husband, when my kids say I can't in our house, my husband, I don't know if this is an old country saying, but he goes, can't died. Can't died. That's, there is no can't in our house. It's either you find a way, over, around, adjust. What do you need to do to get to that goal? Because can't isn't an option. So passing that little words of wisdom on there. All right. So I want to talk about next. Jamaica was incredible. And I know I got a lot of feedback, a lot of questions. Cyndi, can I still get in on the retreat? No, the retreat's over. Like it was last week. Next time, make sure, of course, that you go. But I want to share a few nuggets out of last week's retreat that were incredible. So we had over 100 plus travel entrepreneurs investing in themselves last week, showing up, doing the work, holding themselves accountable. And there's a few themes that kind of went on. Of course, they're learning marketing strategies. Marketing is very important always in any business, but particularly in navigating it this year for the growth of your business. How to adopt a 6 and 7-figure mindset. Right? What is your growth mindset? Really challenging yourself to what is possible in our industry. That's such a beautiful thing. Last week in our Gold Digger retreat, I facilitated an expert panel, and the experts came on and they said, I'm doing over 6 figures a month. So it was so great because people were able to see what is possible in our industry. And I think so many times I can tell you, but when you hear it from the mouths of these other entrepreneurs, that's a powerful thing to go, well, if they did it, I can do it, right? So it's one of those things where take not necessarily a filter, take the lid off of what you think is possible and let yourself lean into what's possible in the industry and what you're capable of. We were learning how to leverage tools. Is there something that's broken? Think about, is there something broken in your business that doesn't work right? It doesn't flow right? Think about that. The other thing that happened last week that was amazing, so many entrepreneurs that didn't know each other before have now adopted a community, which I think is a really beautiful thing. When you work at home, you can feel like a silo. You want to surround yourself with A players, right? And then they learned from industry experts on how to serve this in this marketplace right now and what's changing. How do I show up and serve at a higher level? Everything from how do we do accessible travel better to how do we meet the needs for people that want to travel internationally and all the complication that goes with that right now, preparing for the full return of cruises, and on and on and on. So, wrapping up Gold Digger, it was like 3 days of intense learning, and I'm just so proud of everyone over there. Just such great goals that they outlined, and so good things coming out of there. So I wanted to share those few nuggets. Now, what's the second thing that you can do right now? The first thing on the second thing, if that makes any sense, I want you to think about what your gaps are. Going into the conference last week, we told people, what do you really want to get out of this conference? So if you're sitting right now going, I missed the conference, what can I do? I really want you to think about what are the gaps you need to close in your business. The same things you weren't good at before COVID happened are going to be the same things you're not good at now. Everybody has stuff they're not good at. I am no exception to that. So in those cases, when I have to adjust or have to learn something or delegate something or fix something in my business, think about what those gaps are that are causing you not to get to your goals as fast as you want to get to them, and start to close those gaps. Maybe it's sales, maybe it's marketing, maybe it's operations if you're an agency owner, maybe it's automation, right? Could be any of those things. So whatever, or it could be several of those things. Whatever they are, commit to identifying them and starting to close those gaps. Get the learning, get whatever you need to close those gaps and move forward. All right, number 3, adopt a growth mindset. So you've heard me allude to this in the live stream already. But think of your business, you guys, as a garden, right? It's a little baby seed. So what are you going to do to get that seed to grow? You want to invest both time-wise and money-wise in growing your garden and growing your business. You need to plant the seed. You need to tend to it. You need to adjust, right? When you have a garden, maybe the soil level's not right. Maybe the lighting's not right. I have a plant right now. Everything's growing. I'm like, why isn't this one growing? So I'm like, do I adjust the sun? Do I fix the soil? You have to calibrate. You have to troubleshoot. You have to do that in business too. You don't give up and go, oh crap, I'll just let it die. No, you just make adjustments. You fix it. You learn something. I buy something to get the plant to grow, right? You figure out what it's going to take to keep your garden thriving, your business, right? Keep your business thriving. What are the things that you know you need? And if you're doing all of those above things, if you're watering it, you're giving it sunlight, you're tending to it, you're taking care of it, you're adjusting when you need to, guess what happens? In a garden, you get a harvest. You get beautiful flowers you can cut and put in your home. You get food out of your garden if you choose to. It is the same in business. The more you do those things the best way possible, the bigger your harvest in your business, the bigger the return in your business. So think about that. It's so, so important. So I'm going to go over and check questions here in just a second, but I want to remind everyone, travel is back. What you do in the next few months is really important for your growth, not just for this year, but long-term growth. That was a big topic we talked about at the Gold Digger too, is I want people to understand we are in a honeymoon period with travel. So the things that you do now to invest in client relationships and make sure you're building for long-term 2, 3, 5, and 10-year growth, there are things you should be doing in your business right now to set that up versus having one good year. One good year is great, but that's not going to change your life, right? So I want you to celebrate travel's return, but know that you want to do some big things this year to create the foundation of your business. So if you are looking to either become a skilled TA or position yourself as a travel expert, even if you're new, that can be done. If you want to treat your business like a business from day one, or you want to monetize your business better, I think if we learn any lesson from 2020, it's about having redundancy. Or if you know you need support to grow, you need to close some of those gaps that we talk about. You need someone to help you with your garden. Then I want to encourage you to check out Careers on Vacation. This is our 12-week mastermind program that walks you through everything that you need to know. We are affiliated as the American Society of Travel Advisors. You get access to not only our membership site, which has all of your learning assets on there, you get access to my team of experts, my amazing team. It's not just Cyndi running the show over here. You get access to my team that helped me grow my business from 6 figures a year to 6 figures a month. And it's a self-paced curriculum. So you can do this whether you have a job or you're in college. You can do the learning portion on your schedule. And check out our 100 plus case studies right over on YouTube. That's a great place to start. I'm sure you can find a story that's similar to yours. So I'm going to go over and check questions. While I'm doing that, I want to remind you again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell over on YouTube. Let me find my glasses. You guys, we literally just got the studio reset up this morning. Still on island time over here. So let me pop over to Facebook and we will see what's happening question-wise. It looks like I don't have any questions, you guys. Now, Facebook has been interrupting the live stream, so I don't know if we're having any challenges. Okay, I see that we have like 20 people watching there we go. Hey, Jamie. Okay, Jamie just put a comment, so I know I'm still streaming. This is the weirdest thing. Okay, I can see it over here. Facebook kicked us off twice today for all of you guys that stream on your channels too, for sure. But also, if you guys have any questions about, we stayed at Secret St. James, and it was amazing. So if you have any questions about that, I'm happy to answer those as well. Jamie says, COV is the best decision you can make for your future in this industry. Cyndi and her team are incredible. Thank you, Jamie. Jamie would know, you guys. She's been working with us for a while now, and her agency, whew, you guys, she is doing so amazing. She has an entire team built, and not to mention she's like a star. Every time I turn around, she's on TV or on a blog or doing all of the things. So Jamie, congratulations on all your success. Kimberly says, be prepared to be blown away by what you'll learn. Thank you, Kimberly. Kimberly was so funny, you guys. Last week, at the Gold Digger retreat on her TikTok, we had a contest for the hashtags, and you guys were cracking me up on all of the hashtags that you were using across the board. But a few created TikToks with the boxes. We sent out suitcases that were full of like COV merch for the first 50 that bought tickets, and that was really a ton of fun. Heather says, love it. Hey, Heather, I saw your note earlier that your son was dancing to the music. I don't know what happened. Like, the countdown was creating us getting kicked out this morning. So glad that you guys were liking the music. Hey, Stephanie. Oh, yay, Stephanie, starting May 18th with Careers on Vacation. Stephanie, I can't wait to work with you and help you. That's so exciting. Yeah, so much fun. And I want to just take a second to say, the spring, I didn't plan to be doing as much gardening as I was doing, but this whole concept of spring into action for April was a ton of fun. Next month, we are going to be This is actually really good for Kimberly, Jamie, Heather. For those of you who are established agencies, May is going to be dedicated to mega agencies, how to get to that mega agency. This is information that is not shared in our industry because why would a host tell you how to be a host, right? So we're going to be talking about a lot of content for you agency owners. That was one of our popular learning tracks at the retreat too. So stay tuned. Hey guys, Cyndi Williams here. If you like that last video, make sure you check out my other content to help you grow and scale your very own travel business. And also, I invite you to travel around the world with me and find out what I'm doing in my portable, profitable, award-winning travel business. Check out the videos.